Hey everybody, it's Allie with Cruise Blog. Today we're going to be talking about 9 big changes that are coming to Royal Caribbean's newest mega ship. Let's get into it. Royal Caribbean's newest mega ship launches this summer, and while many features of the next Icon-class ship are identical to those on Icon of the Seas, a few key tweaks will give Star of the Seas a defining personality of her own. It's common for cruise lines to make changes to their ships as they gather feedback from guests and crew members. Although the updates might seem subtle, such as an extra hot tub, they are intentional and aim to enhance the overall guest experience. As such, Star of the Seas builds on the foundation set by Icon of the Seas, the highly anticipated Icon-class namesake that debuted back in January 2024. From new stateroom technology and dining options, here are 9 big changes you can expect to find on Star of the Seas. Up first, you'll have new shows on board. The Wizard of Oz was a smash hit on Icon of the Seas. However, Royal Caribbean is raising the bar even higher with its new musical coming to Star of the Seas, Back to the Future, the musical. The production won't be exactly the same as the Broadway musical, but the basis will remain true to the storyline of the beloved 1985 film. It will also have the largest orchestra at sea. Additionally, there will be new shows in the Aqua Theater and the ice skating rink for guests to enjoy. Torque is Star of the Seas' high diving spectacle and will feature the most synchronized swimmers of any Aqua Theater show, according to Royal Caribbean. The ice skating show is called Soul, featuring the largest ice cast in the fleet. The high-energy performance will trace the sun's path from coast to coast with extreme stunts and impressive visual effects. Like with all theater shows on board Royal Caribbean's ships, Back to the Future, Torque, and Soul will be included in the cost of your cruise fare. In addition, you can expect changes to the Aquadome food stalls. Royal Caribbean's brand new food hall on Icon of the Seas offers a variety of quick, complimentary bites, including macaroni and cheese, crepes, gyros, noodle bowls, and more. Although they aren't getting rid of the Aquadome market on Star of the Sea, they are making changes to the available food stalls. There will be 3 stalls that are getting swapped on the new ship. This includes the Payout Barbecue, Mai Tai, and La Cocinita that will effectively replace GNGR, Max, and the Toast and Garden. These new venues will focus on dishing up tasty barbecue, Southeast Asian favorites, and Latin American street food. Also, Star of the Seas will be sailing from Port Canaveral, Florida. Like Icon, Star of the Seas will also call Florida home, but she won't sail from South Florida. Rather, Star of the Seas will offer week-long cruises to the Eastern and Western Caribbean from Port Canaveral in Florida. Orlando is one of the top vacation markets in the world, so Royal Caribbean's decision to home port Star of the Seas at Port Canaveral makes a lot of sense. The location offers travelers easy access to the area's famous theme parks and attractions, including Universal Orlando's brand new theme park, Epic Universe. However, unlike Utopia of the Seas, which is Royal Caribbean's newest ship that debuted last year, Star of the Seas will actually offer longer itineraries from Port Canaveral. Utopia exclusively offers 3- and 4-night getaways to the Bahamas. However, cruisers sailing on Star of the Seas will get to visit a wider range of destinations, from St. Kitts to Cozumel and Philipsburg, St. Martin. In addition, the cabins will have facial recognition. Royal Caribbean is always striving to implement new technology aboard its ships to enhance the overall guest experience, and the line's latest innovation is facial recognition cabins. A small number of staterooms on board Star of the Seas will feature this new technology, serving as a pilot to test the keyless room entry with just your face. It's likely that it'll be rolled out to more staterooms, perhaps even to additional ships in Royal Caribbean's fleet after the testing is complete. In addition, there will be a new Chief Dog Officer. Rover is Royal Caribbean's first ever Chief Dog Officer, and she is very beloved on Icon of the Seas. However, Star of the Seas is getting her very own lovable pup named Sailor. Sailor was born in February 2025 and has already stolen the hearts of thousands, thanks to updates shared on the Chief Dog Officer's Instagram page. Like Rover, Sailor's duties will include meeting guests, strolling through Central Park, and playing fetch in the bridge. In addition, you will find a revamped Surfside Neighborhood. The open-air Surfside Neighborhood on Icon was clearly inspired by the boardwalk on Oasis-class ships, but was designed to appeal more to families with younger children. Marketed as the stay-all-day neighborhood, it's got everything from restaurants to bars, a kid-friendly water park, an arcade, a candy store, and more. On Star of the Seas, Royal Caribbean wants to make this space even better by appealing to older and younger children. To accomplish this, new features will be added to the Playscape and Splashaway Bay. Moreover, the Water's Edge pool will focus more on children rather than being a space that adults and kids can enjoy together. In addition, there are cheaper inaugural fares. It was quite expensive to be one of the first people to sail on Icon of the Seas because it was a brand new class of ships for Royal Caribbean. However, now that Icon of the Seas has been in service for over a year, Star of the Seas is launching with noticeably lower fares. For example, when Icon set sail, it wasn't uncommon to see fares as expensive as $2,500 per person for a standard inside cabin. According to Royal Caribbean's website, base fares on Star of the Seas start at around $1,300 per guest for interior staterooms in September of this year, which is less than 1 month after Star makes her official debut, and that's significantly cheaper than the prices we saw for Icon. In addition, there will be a re-themed supper club. On Icon of the Seas, the Empire Supper Club is themed after New York City in the 1930s. Everything from the cocktails to the live jazz music and the Art Deco decor evokes the glitz and glamour of the era. The Supper Club is getting a revamp on Star of the Seas, though. Renamed the Lincoln Park Supper Club, the $200 per person specialty restaurant will feature a Chicago-inspired theme. As such, the cocktails, menu, and music will be reimagined to reflect the spirit of Chicago rather than the Big Apple. Guests can expect dishes like crab ravioli, wagyu, prime rib, steak tartare, and the famous Palmer House brownie. In addition, there will be one extra hot tub on Star of the Seas. One of the more minor changes on Star of the Seas is the addition of an extra hot tub. Royal Caribbean initially planned to add the hot tub on Icon of the Seas, but they removed it over weight concerns. After reevaluating the design, they concluded that they could actually have kept that hot tub on Icon of the Seas, but it was too late. Consequently, the extra hot tub was added to Star's designs early on. This is a small tweak, but the extra hot tub helps give the 5,000 plus passengers on board another option when unwinding at sea. All right, everybody, that is all we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to Cruise Blog, and be sure and like and subscribe to our channel so that you can be notified every time we have a new video. Until next time, this has been Allie, and happy cruising.